There's a lot of science required to establish a pass or a fail on a given test. Usually the process needs to be normed, validated, good science established to using that process. If you are there and you do have those parameters set up, the pass-fail score can be really handy. You might also check out the video on conditional scoring because the pass-fail score is really just a very specific case of conditional scoring. So if I click on the pass-fail score, the first thing it does is gives me a note. This score will have a result of 1 if the pass condition is true, 0 otherwise. Only one pass-fail score is allowed per assessment. So make sure you understand you can't have 7 pass-fail scores. It doesn't make a ton of sense. So I'm going to call this pass-fail. We're not going to have multiples, so I'll take out this numerology here. I'll put that in the description. As always, you define what your description would like to be, and then you add conditions. And this is where it looks a lot like the conditional score. It's actually the same setup. So I could say I want my raw score to be greater than or equal to 7, and that could be the single condition that determines pass. You can have and, ors, conditions, if conditions. Establish those functions to set up that scoring. If I hit finish here, if this condition is met, it will have a result of 1 if it's true and 0 otherwise. So in your reporting key or in your scoring key in general, you can take that pass-fail score and do something with it. So in itself, the pass-fail score enables you to get to that single value that you might want for a test in a 1 or 0 value condition. The conditional score can also establish this. So the pass-fail score is really just a subset or a specific version of the conditional scoring.